Destiny 2 is a game that inspires equal parts loyalty and frustration. Some call it one of the most ambitious shooters ever made. Others call it the most expensive therapy session in gaming history. Bungie, once the studio behind Halo, now the caretakers of Destiny, have built something massive, complicated, and sometimes mind-numbingly flippant. I've been a fan of them since Halo on the OG Xbox. Bungie had me hooked since my first foray on that ring-shaped WMD, and a decade or so later, Destiny is my current poison that I pick. I've played so much that my relationship with grass mirrors that of vampires and sunlight. So when I say I understand the feelings of betrayal and apathy players feel right now, trust me, I get it. Destiny has gone from forsaken highs to lightfall lows, faster than a patch to fix an issue where the players were having fun. Which begs the question, how the hell did we end up here? Is it Bungie's fault for vaulting content, or the players' fault for treating Destiny like a full-time job with no benefits? Or Activision, or Pete Parsons? But the truth is, it's everyone's fault. Bungie, players, everybody signed the group project and forgot to actually do the work. Congratulations, we all failed the class. Bungie is a studio of legend who somehow manages to place the proverbial stick in the wheel every other expansion. Content vaulting, weapon sunsetting, half-baked seasons. For every Taken King, we get Curse of Osiris. For every Forsaken, we get Beyond Light, which wasn't that bad, but it wasn't its best work. It's like flipping a coin, and lately both sides are disappointment. The Crucible has been neglected for so long, it qualifies for a missing persons report. We get one new map every election season, and Bungie elects to drip feed 4 walls and some trees for us to shoot each other in. We hear Crucible matters, but we get a sandbox that rewards lazy play, ability spam, and has little incentive that rewards truly great players. Meanwhile, Bungie's golden child, the Eververse, is feasting in terms of content and attention. Bungie sells sets of armor like they're luxury brands. Oh, you want to look like a space samurai? Say less. Viking armor, we got you. We aim to please. Last of Us fanfic kink armor? You got it, King. But let's be fair. Fortnite, Overwatch, Diablo, Apex, they're all expert pocket prospectors. They've been drilling us for years. Bungie's mistake isn't greed, it's selling cool stuff for a game that half its players aren't sure they even want to play this week or even like. But let's zoom out. All right, so Bungie didn't just make Destiny mistakes. They made business mistakes. See, when gaming went fully mainstream, Fortnite concerts, Netflix shows, billion-dollar IPs, Bungie looked at the wave and thought, you sexy beast, we could ride you all night. And instead of doubling down on Destiny, they took risks. They expanded too fast, invested in new IPs, and poured time, money, and resources into projects no one had ever seen, let alone actually cared about. And like most businesses, when it comes to expansion, it's a gamble. But the cost of that gamble, our favorite game. Destiny became something of like a side hustle for Bungie, the backup plan. They were praying that these new projects would hit, but we have seen differently so far. Now they're biding time and pinching pennies just to keep the studio afloat, so Sony won't fully take over. Bungie is basically the roommate selling off furniture while pretending everything is fine. But here's the kicker. There's no real future for Bungie unless Destiny 2 comes back to being the top priority. Marathon isn't a sure bet, it's a lottery ticket. And unless Marathon miraculously becomes the next Fortnite, yeah, you see the problem. Bungie's survival isn't about the next great IP, it's about whether they can give Destiny the attention it deserves before Sony says, you know what, we're done. Bungie needs to get out of its own way. He needs to stop microwaving old leftovers and then serving it up to us like it's a 5-course meal. But to be fair, we are the ones who are scraping the plate clean, asking why dinner doesn't taste like it did back in 2015. Let's put this into perspective. Bungie made 2 mistakes that are affecting the studio more than others. The first is the crazy pills their leadership was taking from 2018 to 2022, when they felt ambitious and decided to apply large portions of dinero, money, cashola to mass hiring, renting, and additional office and new game incubation. The second is Marathon. I'm not against the game being made or coming out. I was actually looking forward to it. But it comes at the cost of my favorite game. And at that point, we have a major issue. The game I love to log into every day shouldn't have to die to give you life. With those 2 Big Birds and Smurf Village-sized oopsies, we need to be brutally honest. Bungie can't fix the game. Not with Marathon eating up resources and not without further change in leadership. I'm not talking about who's running the show. Justin Truman can make inspiring comments all day, but unless we change the core of the company and how they treat Destiny 2 as a game, a hobby, a business, and art, we'll be stuck in this endless cycle of hot and cold. Good expansion, bad expansion, good expansion, bad expansion. Just, ugh. The other harsh truth is that Bungie wants to fix the game. I mean, look at the player numbers, right? The things they're doing to better the game, they do move the needle forward, but they have cannibalized themselves so much on other projects, they don't have the funding to fix it. One part of this is definitely corporate greed, but the other is staffing, production cost, Marathon development. Bungie is stretched crazy thin right now. Until they can claw their way back to decent player count with meaningful gains in revenue, I doubt we'll see anything substantial come to the game that we're asking for. That being said, who knows? Bungie does make money. And where it goes, and if they're hurting as much as I personally think they are, I mean, it's up in the air. Another asterisk by that comment would be big improvements might already be coming to fruition. Bungie works about 2 content releases ahead, so they could be implementing those changes that we're asking for right now for whatever we were bitching about at the beginning of Final Shape, if I'm understanding that correctly. I know with the departure of Pete Parsons and Sony taking more control, we'll see Bungie do business a lot differently, but the question is how different? We'll just have to wait and see. I'm about to say a bad word, all right? So brace yourself.
Patience.
I know. That's one resource 90% of Destiny players are out of. But there's an easy fix to that. Go do something else. Bro, there are so many good games out that you can enjoy in Destiny's off season. I don't know where we as players adapted the ball is life mentality for this game, but you're allowed to enjoy other games. I myself am actually about to go through both Final Fantasy remakes, and you should check that out on my channel when I put it up. Go look at it. Yeah. Take a break. Come back, but take a break. I promise it'll be like a brand new game. Well, brand new in the fact that everything will be a reskinned and it'll be things you've seen before, but it'll still be fun. So that begs the question, what do we do on the player side to fix things? Well, we do the most important job. Nothing. Most of the issues for the game are on Bungie to fix and not us. But we do have something else to focus on, which is being a regular goddamn human being. Destiny players can sometimes be really, really fucking weird. We complain about non-issues, kill the messengers, make unreasonable demands, and have unrealistic expectations while spending an absolute diabolical amount of hours in the game we claim to hate and will never play again. Unhinged isn't even the word. For those of us who still play and don't wish a fiery death on the game, we can do better. in terms of expectations and communication. DMG tweeted a message that I felt was sincere and true, and I think the devs really want this game to take off and succeed. But these things take time, but we have to be patient. I know it's not a popular take, but it's the one we should accept if we want the game to thrive in the future. I'm not just saying take whatever Bungie gives you with a smile. Keep the feedback coming in a respectful way and handle each release accordingly. Don't like the season? Play something else. If another season drops that you might be interested in, try that one out. If you're worried about spending money on it, just wait until there's enough feedback on it to know if it's good or not. FOMO shouldn't drive your decision making. This doesn't seem like it should be something I should have to talk about, but I feel like, I don't know, we've gone past the point to where logic is even part of the conversation anymore. It's just people yelling. It's a video game. In essence, the Bungie problem isn't just Bungie. It's a Bungie problem. It's the player's problem. It's live service model itself. Bungie's biggest strength and its biggest weakness is passion. Why people care so much. It's why they log thousands of hours and why they still rage on Reddit and Twitter, X, whatever you call it, after a bad release, patch, twit, whatever. That passion can push the game forward, but it can also tear it down. The future of Destiny isn't about picking sides. It's about admitting this is the toxic relationship, and the only way to fix that is to communicate and try. The only question left is, can we stop pointing fingers long enough to actually let the game grow? So feel free to lash out, speak, make counterpoints. I'm open to discussion. So talk to me. I'm here for it. And I'm not immune to being wrong or changing my mind. I'm in this just like you guys are in it. I've had times where I've been like, that's it. I'm a Mario Kart main now. I'm done with Destiny. And there have been other times where I've been like, this is like my favorite game. I'll never stop playing. And that's the core of it. It's an up and down. As time goes by, we'll see how Destiny and Bungie does. And hopefully we can critique accordingly and fairly. I appreciate everyone that made it to the end of my yap session. And if you enjoyed the video or want to see more from me, leave a like, leave a comment, hit that noti bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.